Alright, now we want to do our legs. So, again, down the bottom here, insert new element, create part studio. We'll right click and rename it leg. I'm going to start a sketch on the right plane this time. So select, click to select, and again let's turn off or hide all the planes that we don't need there, and we'll view this front on. Alright, this drawing can get pretty confusing. There's going to be a lot going on, so can I suggest that you do a little bit at a time, pause the video, then go and try it. Do a little bit, pause the video and try it. So, corner rectangle, and click once to start, click again to end, and we're going to use the dimension tool to make this the sizes that we need it. So long edge or the vertical edge, click once, move across, and it's 180, and on this horizontal edge of the rectangle is 140. Now along the top we're going to look for the line tool. So straight line tool, it should be on the top toolbar. Again, look under down arrows if you can't find it, and click to select. And we're going to start this line in the bottom corner, one of the bottom corners. So make sure, hopefully you can see on the video, as I hover near the corner, it highlights the corner with a little square around it. So once that highlights, click. Move up so it touches the top edge. Don't worry about the angle for now, and click. It wants to keep drawing the line, so press the escape on your keyboard. We're going to have to select the line tool again and do the same over here. Corner, top edge, and click. Now we can press escape. You do have to make sure that that line touches the corners and the edges. If it didn't, Control Z and try again. Click once, it's got a highlight, and click again. Escape. Alright, dimension tool. So we need a dimension from this point. So if you hover over an edge, the edge will go orange, but if we hover over the point, only the point goes orange. So we want that. Once the point is highlighted, click once, then go over to this edge of the original rectangle, click. We'll move that cursor up. Move it straight up and click, and it's 25. Can you do the same for the other side? Point to edge, click, 25. Those are in the correct position now. We're going to go back to our line tool, and from this new point that we made here, that's where we're going to start our line. Click once to start and then move down. Make sure you get the little icon to show you that it's moving vertically. Don't worry about how long you do that at this stage. Just make sure it's vertical. Click, then you need to come, I'm going to zoom in, straight across. And you should get the little icon to show it's either horizontal or perpendicular. Either of those icons is okay. And then move across until we touch that line. And click. Oh, we're going to have to press escape. Let me zoom back out. And let's do the same over here. Line tool, corner, make sure it's vertical, then make sure it's horizontal or perpendicular, and touch the other line and click. Press escape. So at the moment those sizes are all wrong, as you can see. So we're going to use the dimension tool, and we want to click on this little short edge here. So click once, then move up, ignore any numbers that might be written there, and click on the top edge of our first rectangle. Click. Let's move across, and we're going to make that 40, and it will adjust. Same again over here. Little short edge, click once, top edge of the old rectangle, click again, move across, we're going to make that 40. So those little cutouts are in the right position now. So all that we're left with is the little hole that we had here and our lines that came out from it. So we're going to look for the center point circle. So click it, and just you could probably actually, before you place the circle, so we've got the circle tool selected. If you hover over this bottom edge without clicking, as you move across, at some point you'll meet the midpoint of that line. So once you meet that midpoint, move your cursor up vertically from the midpoint, and it should give you that dashed orange line to show you that the center of the circle is going to be aligned with the midpoint. So at this point it doesn't matter where you move it up to, but just make sure that it is aligned with the midpoint. Click once, create a circle, click again. We're going to use our line tool, and our line is going to start at the center of that circle. So make sure the center highlights. So click once and come down to somewhere on this bottom edge. So make sure it highlights. Click again. Again, I'm going to have to press escape and select the line tool again. Center of the circle, come down, touch the bottom edge and click. I can press escape. Alright, we just need to position and size things up correctly, so we can use the dimension tool for that. So dimension tool, click on the edge of your circle, so it should highlight the circle. Click, move your cursor over somewhere, click and type 25. That'll make the diameter of that circle 25. We need to set the height of that circle from the bottom, so hover over the center point of the circle, click once, then the bottom edge here, click, we'll move straight across, click again, and it should be 70. Dimension tool still selected, so we're going to go from the point where that line touches the edge. So make sure only the point is highlighted, click. The vertical edge of our original rectangle, click, move down, click again, and we're going to type 45. Let's do the same on this one. The point to the edge, click, and 45. So we're just going to look for the scissor tool now. The trim tool looks like a pair of scissors. Again, if you can't find it, look under some down arrows. So trim, and we're just going to cut away. I'll zoom in so you can see what I'm doing. Cut that line, and that. That should be all we need to do for now, and that sketch is complete. So we can tick. We'll right click on our white space and click isometric, so we'll go back to a 3D view. We're going to extrude. So we've got to make sure we extrude the correct shape here. we've got to make sure we extrude this shape that we've drawn here. So make sure you click inside the correct shape. If you get it wrong, let me show you what you could do. If you accidentally click the wrong part, up in this blue box, let's just click the X to deselect. Then you can try and select again. So it should look like that. And we change the depth to 19. Press enter and we tick, and there we've just drawn our leg